saw me somewhere on social media creating content, and then they said, "Oh wow,
Okay.
we like this like content you create. We want you to be part of our team." And voila, that's how Talent Talk with Everything and came to be. And we've been waxing strong for the past 1 year plus. So Talent Talk is almost a year now. I'm gonna invite you guys to the virtual party. So today I have two amazing chefs with me. And when I was thinking about this, I wanted something really, really different. Because let's have a male and a female, two different genders in the same space, share their experience, share their story, and give words of advice to others who decide to transition. And so I have Chef Ssu, who is from Adamawa State and loves to cook. And I mean, that's her business now. And I also have Chef Yak. So you're going to actually tell me what the meaning of Yaks is and how it came to be. I mean, that's all have this conversation, right? So welcome, guys. It's Everything and this is Talent Talk by Healers. And I have two amazing guests with me, Chef Sus and Chef Yaks. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Anne.
Yes. So let's say ladies first. Let's hear from Chef Sus. Can you just introduce yourself and we get right into the conversation?
Okay. So, hello, everyone. Hey, lads. Everything, Anne. Chef Yax. Good evening. So, my name is Usaku Dennis Terang. I also go by the name Chef Ssu. So, I'm a caterer based in Abuja, like I wrote to you earlier. And what else? What else? I'm passionate about cooking, but above all, I think I'm more passionate about human connection. And what else? So much to say. But yeah, I'm excited to be on this call this evening. And I cannot wait to answer all of your questions and so on.
Trust me, there are so many of them. Chef Yaks, please, let's hear you. We can
Okay,
hear
I
you.
cannot hear him.
We can't hear you. I think I need to write a message. Oh, is he here now?
Okay. Maybe there's a problem with the.
Yeah, I think that's
Can you hear me
the
now?
part of.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yes, better.
Yeah.
Okay, hello everyone. Hello Anne. Hello Chef Ssu. My name
Hi.
is Yakubu Ali. Yeah, popularly known as Chef Yax, and the founder of Chef Yax Catering Services. I'm passionate about cooking. I love agriculture and an entrepreneur as well. So looking forward to have a good chat with you all and try to discuss on see how the story about Chef Yax and how he started. Thank you.
All right, let's get started then. Starting with you, Chef. Yeah, talking about sharing your story. What was your story like? How did you find yourself becoming uh Chef Yax? You didn't wake up one morning and what was your story like?
Okay. I've always loved to cook right from the beginning, right from growing up. So there's something they do in my culture. I think Chef Ssu should be there's a call coming maybe people. I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Sorry, give me some moments.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Chef Ssu, we need to see your camera on. I hope that's not network.
All right. Sorry. A
Uh,
call came in, so I had to put the phone on the end.
uh,
All right. So I've always loved cooking right from growing up, and I never knew it was going to be a career choice for me.
mm-hmm,
Growing up, I love to follow my sister to the kitchen. Whenever she wants to cook, I try to join her and to learn whatever she's cooking. I just want to know what she's cooking and learn with her. And in my culture, while growing up, they get you these clay pots as a child. So you go with your peers, you cook, you get some kitchen stuff from your parents, and you just go with your peers, like from 8, 5, 7. You learn how to cook, you cook for yourself, just like the way you cook while growing up.
mm-hmm,
We did it practically. Yeah. So right from growing up, I love cooking, and I had passion for it, but I never thought of it to be a career for me. So with time, after I finished school, I think it was before I finished my university, around my 300 to 400 level. So there was crisis, Boko Haram crisis back in my school. So we have to be displaced. We have to come back home for over a year. Can you hear
mm-hmm.
me? Yeah. So I there's this chef that used to be my elder brother's friend. I told him, oh, since I'm at home, why not connect with your colleague so that let me be working with her for now. You
Wow.
get so yeah. Already before then, back in school, I used to cook for my friends. Like whenever we have parties, I used to do the barbecue. I used to do the cooking, but just that I never saw it as a career path. It was just for
Sorry.
fun. So it was just for fun, basically. Then during that period, when I was home for over a year because of the crisis happening down there in Adamawa State, so I started working with the lady, and that was when I went fully into the business. So from there, from one stage to the other, which we then will talk about. Yeah, so it started from somewhere.
Mm-hmm. You started from the bottom, now you're here, right?
From
Something
the
like
bottom
that.
right, and right now
Yeah,
we're
that's
there. Yeah.
amazing.
Yes.
The chef that likes to follow the footsteps of the kitchen. Okay, just nice to hear you. We've had a Chef Yak story. It's a bit of a mix of bittersweet experience, but I mean, we like where he ended anyways. So let's hear from you. What's your story like? What's your story like? How did you started cooking or this business? Can you hear me? Okay. I think we're having a bit of network disruption today, which is not good on
Yeah,
our
yeah,
end.
yeah, I think
Wait, wait.
so.
Yeah, she's
Can I be heard?
okay
Yes,
now. We
yes,
can
loud
hear
and
you
clear.
now. Well, you
Okay, so I didn't get the last thing you said.
okay? I said so. What's your story like? How did you go into this whole cooking thing? How did you
Okay,
develop love for cooking? Yeah.
okay. So cooking for me started right from childhood. My mom is a very good cook. My mom has always been a great cook, and I think growing up and seeing her do all this at home, and then at some point, my older sister also became as good. She became really good. So at some point, even when my mom was not around, my sister is still always there doing the whole kitchen thing, and it started like, come and do this one in the kitchen, come and do that one. It always seemed like disturbance. I didn't like it. It always felt like, why do you have to always ask me to come and do something? Do you get?
Mhm,
And little
mhm,
did I know that that was instilling something in me. It was, the passion for cooking was growing at that time, and I didn't even know. That is
mhm,
childhood. Fast forward, growing up more and all that. I think I can remember one time during the um I think it was strike. My school was on strike then. So I spent a long period of time at home. my younger sisters were at home, and then one day I stumbled on a video on Facebook where someone made pancakes. And out of boredom, I just be like, okay, let me go and do this thing again, because the pancake was looking really fluffy and stuff. I went to the kitchen, I bought all the ingredients I saw in that video. I did the pancakes, and it turned out very perfect. As a matter of fact, we just haven't tasted the one on Facebook that we saw, but my sisters testified that, oh, this pancakes even looks more inviting compared to the video that we saw. So seeing that I was able to watch just a video and recreate what I saw in that video gave me the confidence to say, if I can do this from this video, how many more recipes can I, recreate just by watching? What more of going to a cooking school? What more of, so that triggered like the thought of, okay, what more can be done here? And I think that Facebook video that I watched is like that was what brought the, okay, you can do this. And also then Instagram was not really a thing like that. So Facebook was the place and stuff. So that was how I started doing other small recipes here and there. But with time, I realized I'm not even a pastry person. I noticed I was happier cooking food, proper food, compared to the pastry thing. So fast forward, school opened, I went back to school, and then I thought to myself, okay, I have to turn this thing into a business. I wrote on a sheet of paper with my phone number. I pasted it to the boys' hostel, to some LTs where we read then in school. And then in front of my hostel, buy your shawarma, call this number. I started making shawarma in my hostel in school. That is in like 2017 or 18 thereabouts. So this little business was fast. I would use no grilling machine for shawarma. I was using the non-stick pan. Yes, you know about that. So I used the non-stick pan to just do my shawarma. People were buying it. And then in my school, you don't get shawarma around. You have to buy from town. So we used to order shawarma from town, all the way from town. So I brought shawarma to my school. I was the first person to start making shawarma in my school then. And this business just started. I was so happy and everything. Fast forward into the business, I had to now start choosing where to put my attention. Is it in my business or in school now? Because shawarma orders kept coming. So, when you do this thing and you see people are responding positively, it encourages you to dream bigger, to think what more you can do. And then I think the top of it all is that one of my customers, one Fulani girl then, I can't remember her name, but she enjoyed my shawarma so much. When the school gave an opportunity for students to begin to use some space for business, she was the one that came to me. She is in the school politics, so she was aware of that opportunity. She came to me and was like, hey, the school are about to give space, so space to students, like more like a student market. And then she suggested I fill up the form so I can have a space to do my business. And then that was it. So my customers have always been good to me, you can see, because she brought the opportunity of having a space. And then we just did a little booker work there, and we're doing fast food, noodles, fried yam, and of course shawarma, because that was like the beginning of it all. And yeah, so fast forward, Chef Ssu today. After service, I did a 9 to 5 for a period of time, and I still could tell that I'm still passionate about this thing. I feel that this holds a lot more for me than a 9 to 5. And then after doing 9 to 5 for about 3 years in Abuja after service, I decided to go fully into Chef Ssu as a business. So it has not been smooth all along, but yeah. Thank you.
That's really inspiring from the whole of. I mean, at some point, let's give kudos to the Nigerian university somehow for the strike, because the strike actually made you. I mean,
exactly.
Exactly.
There's same classmate correlation, right? How was, the strike, his was, and there are people like the insurgency and all of that, but it's actually something, that was meant to be at a disadvantage, became something positive for you later on because you were able to use it wisely. So from watching a video on Facebook, like a pancake recipe, recreating
Yeah.
it into what you are today. So it gave birth to shawarma. It gave birth to also you being the first person. Did you get an award for being the first person that brought shawarma to school? Like, I mean, you should have a plaque, like a plaque, first
Exactly.
person shawarma. And all of that. So this is really inspiring because this is one of the reasons why we have talent to come to share their story because we know Rome was not built in a day. Most people just get to see the outer part of the whole, the glamour, the glitz, the glory,
Yeah.
not knowing that there was a story back end that fueled your passion into what you are now and how you intend to move. Now, the next question is this is what you people do. This is what we know you do. This is why you went into the industry or what made you go into the industry for cooking. But yet there's this person you get to ask people and they tell you, it's for passion, I love cooking, blah 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 blah. Okay. Is it actually for passion or profit or for both? Chef Yax.
Sorry, come again.
Okay. So reiterating the person is we know you're already into this industry. Your story tells us
Yeah.
it was for passion, you love cooking, you were cooking with your sisters and the likes. But right
Uh,
now that you're in business, can you say it is for for passion or for profit or both?
yeah, actually, definitely for profit because where you work, you have to eat as well. So even as you're doing it for passion, so you've converted the passion to business because you can't just be passionate about something and not making profit from it. So basically, for
Mhm.
now, we are doing it for it's a full-time business. It's what I'm doing right now, aside agriculture, because Chef Ssu knows I love agriculture, but this is what I do full-time because I was working 9 to 5, but
Yeah.
basically it was still cooking. I've never done any other job aside cooking. Even the 9 to 5 I was doing was, cooking. I used to be a private chef, and I've worked with private individuals, I've worked with organizations, but I felt at some point it was time for me to build my brand. So I felt okay. I had to resign from my job and start pushing and pursuing Chef Yak. So the passion, then the profit. So yes, you can't just be passionate about something. If I'm passionate about something, I'm just gonna cook and just stay at home and eat, which I do, but we still need to make money because it's now a full-time job. It's a full-time business that I have my full-time on it. So yeah, it's now passion then business and profit.
So it's safe to say that AI cannot take away your job because I'm trying to imagine
AI
robots
can
making
AI cannot
what
AI
was
can
the
only
question
give
for
you
what
AI can only help you with recipes and videos of food, but can't take your job for now.
for now, AI cannot take. But do
Well,
you
we don't
need
know
do
what
you
technology is coming, but for now, I don't think AI can. I don't know if your AI can grill chicken or you know.
Hmm.
oh
I
yeah
just know you can do it.
okay but
You
would
get
you say
exactly.
you infuse AI into your job, your craft? Do you? Okay,
Yes,
let me
yes, yes.
you infuse AI into your job presently.
Yeah,
In what
yeah.
ways?
I use okay. When I'm doing costing, when I'm trying to do
Yeah.
costing and so I try to, after doing the rough work, I try to put it in the AI to give me the round figure and just try to balance it so that it will be presentable to whoever I'm sending it to. So it accepts a
Mm-hmm.
lot. And there are some recipes you just want to, maybe someone just can you send me, just do one or two and the AI will give you the final result. So yeah, AI has been very helpful. Very, very helpful. But AI cannot
Okay.
cook that. Yeah.
I love the fact that we're able to strike a balance with this thing. I don't know why Chef Sue's network is fluctuating back and forth. Because this next question is for you. If you can hear me, well, you turn back your camera on And tell us if you are being a child for profit or for passion or for both. If Chef Ssu is there, we're waiting for you to come back online. But I mean, while we're waiting for her, Chef Yaks, I do hope that, of course, and I believe that Hela's talent of one day is going to leave the virtual phase, and then we're gonna have like a proper studio. So maybe you're gonna come next time and make a dish for us, because I am dying to, have
Yes.
or taste your meal. I have tested Chef Ssu's meal, and that was massive, and it was awesome. I think was it a
Okay.
granite soup? I can't remember the soup. But that masa, it's somewhere in my head now. I
Okay.
can't forget the masa. Okay, now
Yes, yes.
we don't know why your network is fluctuating, but we need you right here. And yeah, we were just having this conversation, and we're talking about profit or passion. We know you're already in the industry. Is it for profit? Is it for passion or for both?
Okay. So I'll say sometimes this thing can be very dicey, but
Okay. Our network has frozen again.
I think
We
the next
hope
one
to get,
is
yeah, I hope to get her back pretty soon, because we need to hear her side of the story. I mean, for her to use the word dicey, yeah, something dicey is really happening, right? uh so let's hear you.
I mean,
Okay, you're back online now. We can hear you.
okay.
Okay, I don't think the network is really friendly, but we hope to get past this. What's happening to the network?
maybe you should end the call and Chef Ssu, you can just end
We
and
can
log in
actually
again.
end the call
Mm.
and get back. Okay, while we're waiting for her to solve that technical problem, which is one of the things we experience whenever you're hosting live conversations like this is meant to happen. Chef Yaps, what has been the hurdles you have experienced in the course of, this business? What has been the hurdles for you?
Okay,
Okay, am I back?
Okay, okay, you're back. All right.
Okay. Sorry
yes,
about
yeah.
the network issue. So as I was saying, I am a purpose-driven person, and I believe
Mhm,
that in as much as we all want profit, but the main route for me is it's not even the passion per se, but I'll say the first thing is the purpose
mhm,
and then the passion. For me, there has to be purpose, then comes the passion, and then the
mhm.
profit can follow. So
Okay.
in the beginning, for me, it was just passion. In the long run, there comes like the rearrangement for me. Somehow, this I found purpose in the passion for cooking. Passion
Mhm,
made me go after it. I became passionate about cooking and seeing people eat, the feedbacks and all that.
mhm,
But thereafter, I noticed I wasn't still feeling fulfilled, and that was because purpose was missing. I couldn't really tell what is the purpose behind or that is underlining now in the midst of all this. I'm passionate about cooking. Okay, what about purpose? So for me, the grounding thing is the purpose. It is what really fuels the passion for me right now. And
mhm.
I believe that once something is purposeful, profit becomes natural. It just follows. People can tell when you're doing something with a sense of purpose and when you're just doing it for profit. Like I think it cannot even hide. It cannot even
Mhm.
hide. Most of the time it's just very crystal clear. So for me it is purpose, purpose, passion, and then profit as well.
Profit.
It's natural, it follows. Most of the time
Well,
I'm after seeing that okay, this thing that I'm doing through my craft, how else can I, touch lives, impact lives? There's a way you just cook something and package it and give somebody, and the person feels loved. It's not about the food now. It is about how you make them feel. Chef Yaks,
Yeah.
it's
It's
about how you just make them feel. And
absolutely. Yeah.
yes, so it is that for me, really.
So it's the intention, it's born out of pure intention that you have for it. So intention mixed with passion, and then profit naturally follows suit. Yes, I
Yeah.
think I quite agree with you, because there was this formula I stumbled on. We were taught some months back at a masterclass I did attend. And I was saying, perception, when people are able to perceive you, they know how much to pay you already from how you speak, how you look, how you deliver. So whatever job you get, whatever gig you get, this is what gig, and you deliver excellently, people already know, okay, this is the person, this is what we should pay this people. So automatically, like you have said, the profit
You're
just comes
breaking.
Yeah.
in in the course of this industry that you're in, and this business that you're running, because we now know it's a business beside the passion and having purpose where profit comes in. What are the hurdles you face in this particular business? I was
Okay.
asking Chef Yak, so he can
Hello, you're
take it
breaking.
over.
I can't hear you. Can anybody hear me?
Oh, I
Yeah,
can
we
hear
can hear
you.
Can
you.
anybody
Yes.
hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Hello.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Hello. I can't see you guys and I can't hear you either.
Why? So I think your network has issues, because
Okay.
we can hear you. Yeah, we can.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes. We can hear you, we can see you.
Oh my god.
Okay, I think his network has issues. We can just take it over from you. What are the hurdles you've experienced so far being in this business?
Okay. So so far I'll say there are days when I just wake up and I'm like, I think I need a 9 to 5. There are days when I ask myself, are
No.
you sure I'll not go back to 9 to 5? Do you understand? The one that they will just pay me at the end of the month. There are days like that in this business. And I think in every
Mm,
other business, as long as you're an entrepreneur, you're I wouldn't say startup, even if you're somewhere in the middle, even if you're not a thorough startup, there are days when it's just quiet. Maybe the
mm,
business is quiet, and then you begin to start thinking of when you used to be in the office and they'll send you alert end of the month, whether the company is making profit or not, you still get your salary. So there are days when I'll just call my
Just
sisters and be
yeah.
like, guy, I think I need a 9 to 5.
mm.
But when I just relax and then my sisters will encourage me, you have to carry this Chef Ssu business. You have to face through this process so that there comes a time that you don't even need to lift a finger and then you're getting paid. So there are days when the business is slow. And I think it's a hurdle because you and people now have already known you, Chef Ssu. You can never be broke because yeah, Chef Ssu, you
Mhm.
have money all the time. So even asking for support becomes a little bit even more difficult because
Got it.
you people just assume that you're in business all the time, and so financially you're always just fine and all that. So but when after taking just a deep breath and allowing myself to think about it, then I remember purpose, that it's not going to be
Mm.
easy. I'm not doing this thoroughly because of the money. I'm building an empire. So there are days when the money might not be forthcoming like that. But having to
Yeah.
stay cool and stay consistent and still just be there for the business, it's quite challenging, I must say. And
Wow.
then another hurdle would be maybe customer relationship. It's not really easy dealing with people sometimes, especially when it has to do
Mm-hmm.
with food, what people would eat. sometimes maintaining that very cordial relationship amidst a lot of pressure and all that can be challenging. So, but I would say that the solution for me, it's a constant hurdle, because people will always change. You don't deal with the same set of people all the time. New customers come in,
Yeah,
so it's like
true.
an ongoing challenge. And I'll say so far what has worked for me is learning to know that I have to. This is not about challenging my customers or trying to prove that I'm right or anything, but just trying to create a system that allows that whatsoever conflict it is, whatsoever it is that might be causing the issue between you and someone in the process of doing business with them, just I try to read. I read books. This is something I didn't mention earlier about my journey. Growth is something that I I have taken upon myself as a constant thing while I do business. I try to read books. I don't allow myself stay just at a spot. I try to read other things that do not pertain food exactly, but other books that have to do with emotional intelligence, other books that have to help me build better habits that can accommodate others, other books that help me work on my own tone, on my own person, so that I become easier to relate with, and so on. So I read a lot of books, and it helps me with that aspect, that is dealing with customer relationship.
Wow. Well, this
Yeah.
is this is so insightful. Not just about the business now, but about you, because you feel that there might be a time where you might even your attitude, your character, your countenance may be a problem, might be a hurdle to your business, and personal development books, personal growth is a thing for you. Chef Yax, let's hear you. What are the hurdles you've been facing in such business, doing this business?
All right. There are a lot of hurdles, for the very first time when I thought of quitting my job, can you hear me?
Tanu?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so I knew it was not going to be easy for me because my 9 to 5 is gone, no more salary at the end of the month, So I've already
Mm,
prepared my mind that what scenario, let me just eat, but this brand, I'm going to build it. So there are a lot of
mm,
times that, like Chef Ssu said, first you need to get visibility. You need to sell your brand. You need to keep on telling people this is what I do and this is how best I can do it. At first it's not easy at first because you have to let people know this is what you can do. And aside that, there are lots of caterers, there are lots of chefs, there are lots of cooks. So everybody, and before you come to the business, there are people that are already in the business before you, and they have more knowledge before you. So there are a lot of hurdles actually. One is the visibility. You have to, and how Abuja business works is referrals. I know this person, they can do this, and okay, let me try him. So,
yeah.
and coming into the business earlier, it was not easy because you have to start letting people know this is what I do, this is how I can do it, this is how best, and at the same time, you know the pricing. People want you to do something for them, and when you give them the price, they will tell you, they know somebody who can do it lesser,
Let's have, yeah.
and they want the standard, but they're not ready to pay for it. So, and sometimes you start questioning yourself, oh, am I sure I'm not overcharging people? Am I
Mm,
sure that this is my price? But at the same time, you need to maintain the standard because in business, you need to have a target market where, okay, not everybody can afford your services, so you should think of what
mhm.
these are your target market, who you can sell to, who are ready to buy because they know, okay, you are good at what you do. And customers as well. There are customers that will frustrate you, that they are not ready to pay at the time, maybe 9 minutes, like a day or to a night to the event, they just send you money, and you are looking for customers, so you wouldn't want to sometimes just say, oh, I'm not doing this job. So sometimes customers will frustrate you. So like Chef Ssu said, customer relationship, you need to just prepare your mind. You're working with people that are from different background, different behavior, different character, so you have to just learn how to adjust whenever they hit at you. Just like they said, customers are I always write, in some
Always
instance,
right.
actually, that's what they said. So, but in some instance, sometimes you just allow them to be right because you just want to control your mental health and just try to let things go. But things that have not been easy, you have to prepare your mind. Like worst case, whatever happens, you are still going to show up the next day. There are sometimes
Yeah.
we keep on posting. Sometimes I'll post on my status and I keep on posting, and there are sometimes you do 2 weeks, nobody even reach out to you. But that doesn't mean you should stop. You know, the more you keep on doing it, the more you keep on showing up. And not being. At some point, there are sometimes you question yourself: Am I sure? Am I going to continue on this career? Because everything just
Mm.
feels to stop at some point. You start questioning yourself. Am I sure this is the right path? Am I sure I'm not going back to 9 to 5? Am I sure I'm not going to try something else? But it's the consistency, the courage, because you already prepared your mind that no matter what it is, no matter what it takes, I'm going to show up
Mm.
tomorrow. I'm going to continue. Like I will just stand up and shake it off and just keep on doing what I have to do. So so far so good actually. We are not where we started and we are not where we want to
Exactly.
be, but we know we are very far. We are very far from where we started. Starting, I think my first salary was 15,000 naira. Yeah, I think I told Chef Ssu when I started this job, 15,000 naira was my salary. And at the end of the month, I end up adding money to the 15,000 naira to be able to go to work. You get, but I never
Mm.
saw it as a problem. I am always open for challenges. Even if I'm having money or not, you will not know because I'm always the same person. The way you see me today, tomorrow I have it, I don't have it. I'm just this person because I've already prepared my mind against whatever happens. You get, so, but with time I knew there will be a time that I'll pay myself and I'll tell person, oh, I'm doing this job. If it's not 10 million naira, I will not do it. Because I've already have prepared my mind from the 15,000 naira to the 9 to 5 and to this level I am right now. So there are jobs that you give me that they tell you pay me 400,000 naira monthly. I'll tell you no, I cannot do it because I feel you're going to waste my time. It's something I can get within a week or
Wow.
so. You get, so it's a process. It's a long journey. Yeah, it's a long journey. For you to even come in to say you want to be an entrepreneur, you've already prepared your mind. What scenario, whatever happens, I'm going to show up.
Happens,
No
happens.
matter how difficult, no matter how difficult it is. So there are a lot of challenges. There are a lot of things that will come your way. There are, in short, mental health. That's why you have to just prepare your mind against all odds. That, and thanks to God, and thanks to God, thanks to family, thanks to friends who have always been supportive. I've always been showing up and encouraging you. Oh, you can do this. I trust you. I know how far you've gone, and I'm proud of you. I'm always with you. So those encouraging messages has always pushed us and made us to be where we are. And we are not very comfortable where we are because we are looking far, far, but we know we can do far better. We know in this kind of the beginning for us. The grace of God and with the ginger and the momentum we have, we are going far. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's it. There are a
That's
lot of, yeah, yeah.
that's awesome. That's great. So do you have like a deal breaker for you? Like yeah, customers are always right, quite the record. Is there a deal breaker like this? Nah, I'm not gonna take this. You have like a deal breaker as a chef, or do you write some of the deal breakers?
Okay, oh, sorry. As a deal breaker, there was time when I was working 9 to 5. The way, I think my boss's kids almost wanted to make me run mad because you can never please them. You can never please them. You cannot just please them. You understand? So you cook this, they'll either tell you the egg is overcooked or the rice is soggy. There's just these people, the last people I work, there's just always a complaint. So in short, at some point I've already prepared my mind that if they lie, they should eat. If they lie, me, I've cooked the food. You understand? So I'm not ready to be pushed to the wall anymore. I'm not ready
Yeah,
to, like,
yeah,
if you ask me, okay, I want you to cook rice for 20 people. I want jollof rice, I want chicken, and okay, I'll make the costing and send it to you. And when I send it to you, I don't even care if you are going to come get back to me or not. This is it. If you know my services, if you're ready to pay for it, fine. But if you're not ready, you can come and say, okay, please, can you adjust this? There's room for adjustment, but not the one that you are too expensive, you are this, and I have so just I'm not ready to
That's
for anything
the deal
you
breaker
get.
for you. I'm not, yeah.
Yeah,
Chef, Ssu,
so
do you have a deal breaker?
I have deal breakers, so
Oh, deal breakers. Awesome.
so I'll
many
say
of them.
deal breaker would be, let's say, I'm mostly into, unlike Chef Yax, that has done private chef jobs and stuff. I haven't done that before, but I
Okay.
know that there will be a lot of deal breakers for me there. Maybe that is why I am not drawn to that. I'm mostly
Mhm.
of events, like event catering, and then maybe bulk cooking for either corporate jobs and so on. So, but I'll say in the one that I do now, mostly a deal breaker will be maybe I'm at an event, and because I'm the caterer, I either maybe showed up late for some reason, or
Mhm.
something happened, and then maybe you lay hands on me. If you lay hands on me, it's a deal breaker, because I've seen where a caterer online, something happened and then the client slapped the caterer. And
What?
yeah, the
Uh,
caterer was not even talking. Yes, the caterer was not either, when the person slapped her out of, he was complaining about something, they were complaining about she showing up late or whatever, and she was just maintaining her peace in order not to maybe say something back at this person, and then they slapped her. So for me, I
so it is
feel that should be like one of the things that
The
i
deal
that's it.
i
breaker.
would not appreciate. Yes, but if it is about insults, maybe someone sounding a bit insultive and stuff, I have taken that before, and
Mm.
I was tempted to talk back, but somehow I just didn't, and then it passed through. And this person, as we speak, is like she's my number one customer. She has referred me to so many other jobs after that incident that we had. She
Incident.
kept talking and saying so many things, but I was just quiet. I didn't say anything. At the end, I just said, you know what, we're really sorry about all that you're complaining about. And then it just went
Mhm.
off like that. But somehow this same person have brought me so many jobs, because maybe she also thought about it. Oh, despite how I sounded to this person, but
Mm.
she still just, decided to respect me. And that's just, so the deal breaker for me will be laying hands on me for any reason, or even my people
Okay.
that work with me. Yeah.
Well, I never knew that this part of the job was getting to that level. So I mean, it was
Oh.
really important to have some breakers, right?
Mhm.
I think it should be written in people's contracts that will have a deal breaker. You exit this, I'm going to give you ban for ban, aura for aura. So in 1 minute, each of you in 1 minute, how has branding changed your business game in 1 minute?
Okay.
Uh,
I think branding is one of the most important thing because we are in a digital world now. We are in a social media era where everything needs to be online and everything needs to look good before. Sometimes your food might not really look good, but when you have a good branding, people will patronize it until they taste your food and realize that, oh, with all this packaging and all, so branding is very important in business because it gives you that value and that level. People start to respect you because there are jobs that they know you can. People might not know you can do this because your page is looking very boring and dry. But
mhm.
when you do the branding and at least try to make people know that, oh, you're ready for business, people will just come to your page and rate you from how good your page looks aside trying your food. The first thing that is just like a lady when the makeup or whoever, when you look good. So people might not know your character, but from the appearance, you've already attracted them, aside knowing from having conversation with you, they know, oh, this person has a good character or bad character. So branding has helped a lot in businesses because it gives you that momentum, that confidence that you're really on
Yeah.
track.
Yeah. Thank God Chef Ssu and I will not wearing makeup. So this is what we're really good. I want to let's how's branding helped your business, Chef Ssu?
Okay, I'll say branding has really helped me connect connect with people, because I believe that branding beyond the looks, or beyond what's, beyond packaging, beyond presentation, it is also a form of connecting with the niche, maybe the kind of people, or it is a form of connecting with people. For me, it has helped me in that area. 2 days ago, I ordered something online, and the moment that package came, the way it was packaged, it was in a box, and then they put it in a paper bag. It was well closed and everything. The moment I received it, I felt such a relief. I ordered it to gift it to someone. The way that it came, I had no reason to either repackage it or to do
The
anything to the
package.
bag. I felt
Mm.
respected. I felt that I've gotten value for my money, or even beyond. That was what I even felt.
Mm.
It made me go back to the person's DM to message and say, to even want to know about this brand. I just asked, are you, on it to be sure, are you the owner of this business? And the person said yes. And I had to tell her, or anyway, it's a lady, but at first I didn't even know. I had to comment to say that I'm truly impressed by their business. I like how well packaged their products are. I felt respected, and it's made everything easy for me. And then now I picked that paper bag and gave the person that way as a gift. If that bag was like a nylon now, the name of their business and everything, their Instagram information is on that paper bag. But because it looks very nice, it has encouraged. I have done some sort of adverts for them because I've given that bag to that person.
For them.
Next time, if the person
Yeah,
likes what I gave, the person can easily just get to see their page from that.
yeah,
And I did it because I liked how presentable it is. So branding has worked in that way for me too. People have told me that, oh, they love how I packaged this. And then beyond the packaging, like I said earlier, it's a way of connecting. I think branding is also your person. Branding is also your personal growth as a person. When people come across you, what do they feel? What do they experience with you?
Mhm.
So I believe that branding, beyond the looks,
Yeah.
beyond that, giving all that, it is also about how your business or your person makes people feel. So branding has really helped me to stand out in so many ways. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we have 4 minutes to wrap everything up and say bye-bye. So just quick one, very sweet. Would you rather advise someone who's transitioning into this industry to be an intern working with somebody to learn, or go to a culinary school? Few words. Chef Ssu.
I advise somebody today. It's almost like you picked that question from my today. I would advise you to go to a culinary school.
Okay.
Yes, that is
I know
my
you went to a
advice.
culinary school, so I'm just
Yeah,
trying to say
I advise
which
that
is
person
better.
to go to a culinary school, because if you truly want to, I think a culinary school would mold you better. It will shape you
Mm-hmm.
better, because now you're going directly for one thing. It is your space. You're going more direct. But when you go somewhere for internship, you may still learn. But I'll say, if you have the chance or you have the means, go to the school, then you can go somewhere and do some internship, some form of internship. But at least you know that you have you must have known in the culinary school, you must have known what direction this is taking you to. You must have understood what this means to you. And then you can now decide to go and do internship somewhere. for you to know other
Okay.
things. So there's always a difference between when you're in culinary school and when you're in the actual place where the main thing is happening. There are some little details that you may be able to pick from internship. Yeah.
Right. Chef Yax, let's hear you. What would you advise? A culinary school or internship for somebody who intends to transition into the food industry? I'm sure you got the question earlier, right? Okay, can you unmute yourself? You're muted. Okay. I don't know. I can't unmute him from here, so you unmuted. I can't hear you. You unmuted. Unmute yourself.
Okay, can you hear me
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, in 1 minute. You have less than 1 minute for our show to end.
Oh, okay. So for me, I don't know whatever works for you, but one thing you need to know is you have to keep on practicing. It's not like going to culinary school is not enough. For me, I I have thousands YouTube videos that I watch like almost every day. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I watch videos of every minute, every country. I just sit down and just think about, okay, let's go to India.
Okay, it doesn't seem like the network is really favorable at the moment. We hope he gets back soon. Check the apps if you can hear me. Okay, okay. Are you coming back? Network has really been very, very kind to us today.
And
For
look
the
at because
Yeah.
you can cover different ways. There are so many ways to.
wow, okay. I don't know, is it freezing from your end?
Pardon?
Is it freezing from your end?
Yeah,
Every day.
it's
And
freezing here.
there are new methods.
Okay, so
Can you
can
hear
you
me?
just go over it quickly because your network was fluctuating. So at some point you were freezing, at some point we couldn't see you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, it's a lot better now.
Okay, so I would say culinary school is not enough, although that is the place that is going to give you the basis where you start learning, you have the experience. But with time, you need to prepare your mind, you need to learn more. I've made YouTube videos my best friend, so there are so many times I have a lot of YouTube videos about cooking, so today I can just switch, oh, I want to go to Philippines and just search Filipino food, and just watch tutorials about how they make their food. I can go to India tomorrow, I can go to Kenya, just having ideas on how, so that whenever the opportunity arises, I have idea because it has helped me during my 9 to 5 while I was a private chef. Like I said, my boss's kids they just go online. They grew up abroad, so they just go online and bring lasagna. They go online and bring the shepherd pie and just bring anything that they just see online and just want you to make it. So and lucky enough for me, I've already prepared my mind to it. I've already watched videos about it. Even though I've
Mm,
not tried it. So it was easier for me to just okay, can you make this? Yes. Then from the experience of watching the videos, so just going to the school and learning is not enough. You need to keep on practicing every day of your life. You need to keep on as long as you want to be a chef, a cook, a pitch master. You need to always practice and get new methods. There are so many methods of doing cooking. There are so many methods. There are so many ways. So learning once is not enough. You need to keep on developing yourself every day by day
yeah,
so that
yeah.
you
Yeah.
master your craft. Yeah. So that you
Awesome.
master your craft. Yeah.
Okay, so this is like a two-in-one question, right? We do not have time on our hands anymore, and I really want us to touch a bit of this. But yes, let's just put everything together. Food costing and food safety. In 1 minute, in your terms. Food costing, food safety, what is the importance as a chef?
Okay, food costing because we you need to unless you want to run the business for free, food costing is very important for the business because you need to know okay this is the amount I'm spending, this is the amount for the budget for this meal, and this is the cost of everything, and how much am I going to make from inside, from the water you are using, from the electricity, from your transportation, everything needs to be together. You understand? Then you come out at this total sum and know, okay, this is how much I'm charging for this. So food costing is very important when it comes to cooking. For even yourself, if you are going to the market, you need to make market list so that you won't go out of your budget. So
But
you have to always have to cost your food and know, okay, this is how much I'm making this. This is how much I'm making from it. This is how much is going for this. You understand? Then as well, what's the other question, please?
food safety, food safety.
Food safety. Okay, food safety. There's one thing I prepared my mind whenever I'm in any house, whenever I'm in any building, could be a private building, could be the kitchen. I already made up my mind. Like I just feel like somebody's looking at me. That's how I prepared my mind. Like somebody is looking at me. There's a camera somewhere, or someone is looking at me. So I try to make sure that even if I'm cooking at home for myself, I try to make sure that the environment is very clean. Like whenever something falls to the ground, I don't feel because I'm the only person in the kitchen, I just pick it up and put it back into the pot. No, I try to see, okay, let me clean it up and do the right thing, because a little error, a little mistake can cause food poisoning in an event, and which is very bad for the brand. When people eat your food and the next day they call you out, like
Mhm.
when people are in the hospital, it's a very bad thing for your business and your brand. So food safety, and you have to be very careful with like your gas. You need to check up your gas. Is there any leakage? The f- there are so many, you need to check it. The only time I think I almost lost myself because I was not very
What's not
good
going
checking
on?
out the gas. So the gas was on. I didn't notice the moment I just turned on the light and boom.
Wow.
So yeah. So it's very good for your own safety. For your own safety, because everywhere you work, there's one problem or the other. So for your own safety, working with gas, working with electricity, you have to be very careful. You have to check if there's any leakage in the kitchen, which could join with any electric connection that's going to electrocute you. Your gas. You need to check your gas. You need to check even your microwave, and also kitchen is not somewhere you rush things.
Yeah, in the microwave,
Kitchen is not
right?
somewhere you rush things. So you should take your time. You should know, okay, this is what is supposed to go to the kitchen, to the microwave. This is what you're supposed to use for this. So you should take your time. Kitchen is not where you rush yourself because you want to do sharp sharp. At the end of the time, you are going to end up injuring yourself because you were in a haste for no reason. So you take your time in the kitchen for the safety of yourself and whoever is working with you, for the safety of the house, for the safety of your landlord house, so that you don't end up
Yeah.
burning the house because you are frying plantain as well. You have to, whenever you are in the kitchen, whenever you are cooking, sorry, you should make sure that you are in the kitchen. I'm this person, if I'm boiling beans, I make sure that I'm around the kitchen because my mind is there. Not that you put beans in the fire and you are nowhere to be found. Maybe your mind is you are watching Telemundo or whatever. That's not good for you and the kitchen as well. So
Uh, all
work with your
right.
time. Yeah.
That's quite interesting, right? Food safety and food costs. Chef Sue, of course, you will have one or two things to tell us. If we leave Chef Yakubu, we will talk from now till tomorrow. I know you there. So,
Okay.
uh, an eventual conversation is it's a respect of nobody. So 1 minute, food costing, food safety. What does it mean to you?
Okay. So food costing, I'll say, is is one of the most important aspect of the food business itself. You
Mhm.
have to know how to do your costing, regardless of you being rushed. Because sometimes clients want to ask you, I want to cook for 100 people. How much? How much? How much? Maybe on a phone call, they just want to tell you. I always
Mm.
say this,
Mm.
that if someone wants to rush you with their order, whatsoever made them come to you, if that reason is not good enough for them to give you the time to do your costing well, to know, then maybe it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Yes, you need to know your costing all the time. Then sometimes maybe just to because it's not everything they want to ask you that you go and start doing food costing all over. So
Okay.
Yeah.
it is still part of our jobs as chefs to do our homework.
Mhm.
I think you should be able to have templates for if you want to cook for 100 people, you should already know
Have an
somehow,
This
idea.
is it.
plus or
Yeah.
minus, to avoid that
Mm.
always going back to the paper, to the board to go and do it all over again. I should be able to tell you how much a plate of rice for 200 people will be because I must have done it before. I have the template. I know what it will cost me, so I'm able to determine,
Costing.
oh, this is per plate and stuff. So costing is very important. Except you want
Mhm.
to run, even if you want to run charity organization serving food, you still need your
Of
costing because it is
course.
a form
Yeah.
of documenting your progress. That is aside
Mhm.
determining the price of food. It is a portfolio on its own. You get
No.
to know how
Mm.
much you have spent, the kind of jobs you have done. So food costing is very important.
And then
It
food safety
determines, it will help you determine the growth financially. Where are you headed to with this?
makes
And
make
then
up food safety.
it will also help you with professionalism. You don't want to not do your costing. By the time you have given a particular price, then you go to the market and realize you now call and say, oh, I forgot to
Mm.
money for rice don't add, oh, so please I have to add this money to this. So proper
Yeah.
food
Mm.
costing, non-negotiable actually. And for
Mm-hmm.
food safety is like the engine room because whatsoever you are cooking, if it will go and cause hazard somewhere, it will cause food poisoning or whatsoever somewhere, then the whole essence has been defeated.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have harmed someone or yourself in the process of trying to bring satisfaction to them. So I know food safety is a major thing when it comes to all this. And I'll classify food safety. I always say that food safety, I like the way Chef Yaks made the first thing he said, that he assumes there's a camera seeing what he's doing all the time, even in his own house. So food safety is something that has to do with your integrity as a person. Because there are many times when you get to cook for someone, nobody's seeing you, nobody sees how you do the process. The
Yeah.
vegetables, are you washing them? Are you using salt? Are you, cross-contaminating, using the same
Mm-hmm.
knife you use to slice fruit and you use it to slice meat? At the same, all
Mm-hmm.
those cross-contamination and all those other things. So your integrity is what allows food safety thrive because you do the right thing even when nobody is seeing you. And that's why I'll say food business and catering to people, you have to work on yourself as a person, build proper habits that allow you cater to people with love. And I think the universe sees you. It has a way of attracting you to I don't know. People who just come and eat your food and they don't know how to describe how satisfied they are. I believe that some of these things you do in when nobody is seeing you have a way of just bringing that satisfaction. Food where they do them properly, you get as you go chop and they satisfied. Food where they do
Exactly.
them without love, and if you eat it, it has a way of maybe not sitting right with you. So
It's
I
you.
believe that food safety makes your food be like medicine to people. You get people should eat and be healed. People should eat and feel happy for no reason. So that's the whole idea. Thank you so much.
Like when I eat amasa, I'm always dancing. It makes me dance. Okay, this
One,
has
one
been
of the
a
best.
wonderful and insightful conversation. Trust me. I think the last part of this conversation was like heavy. We're talking heavy things, food safety, food costing, because these are like the pillars, right? The pillars
Yeah.
of your industry, of the hospitality industry. And for Chef Yaks, we made mention of you checking I don't know, whatever platform you go to be able to see how they make food in Philippines, in Kenya. I'm personally interested in lasagna or shepherd's pie. So maybe I'm gonna hit your DM and
Oh,
you
no
will send
problem.
me a plate of shepherd's pie. And who knows? I mean, I've had chefs eat matzah, so I think having your own shepherd's pie would not be a bad idea, right? So
No problem.
we have come to like that the end of today's conversation. So before we wrap it up, before we draw the curtains, what are your final words to upcomings? What are your final words here? Not like final words, yeah. To upcoming, yes. So yeah, so yeah. We know
Alright.
you are very expressive. So just give us a line. So we don't go. You're not giving us
All right.
stories. You can give stories
My
alone.
my
After just stories.
my. All right. My final words are for the young people out there who wants to venture into being chefs, into the culinary business and all. You should prepare your mind that it's not easy. It takes a lot of sacrifice. It's a gradual stage. It's a gradual learning. So just prepare your mind that it doesn't happen in a day. It's a long journey. So just prepare your mind and do your best. Keep learning. Keep trying. Sometimes you feel down, but don't give up. Just keep learning.
Hmm. Keep learning, keep trying. Sometimes you feel down, but just keep pushing. That's a nice one. Chef Ssu, let's hear you.
Okay. So I would, on a very good day, I would have so much to say,
Mm-hmm.
but because we want to keep it cool, I'll say that
Mhm.
if you want to, if you're in the food business or you're about to start, you have to, I'm very particular about this thing, but you have to be ready to work on yourself.
Hmm.
Work on yourself. It's not the kind of business that you enter with any kind of just anyhow. You need a lot of discipline as a person. There are early mornings, late nights, a lot of,
Yeah.
would I say a lot of conflicts because
Mm-hmm.
people are involved. And then you need
Yes.
to work on yourself, your habits. As a person, you have to be disciplined. Also, your health. You have to look after yourself. And then when it comes to the business aspect, I'll say just always want to be better. Don't stay in one place. Don't stop
Mm-hmm.
learning. Keep evolving.
Mm-hmm.
Build a system that would eventually walk you through your goals, your big picture. You have to keep checking. Don't, because at some point you learn so much, you feel like, oh, more, I don't learn this thing finish. But that's one
Yeah.
thing with food. It evolves.
Mm.
As long as this world is turning around, new recipes, things are happening in the food industry that you have to keep moving.
Moving.
Yes. Will take you to your goal is the system that you build in your everyday life in the food business, the system that would work for you. Don't do it alone. Allow other
Mm.
people, involve other chefs, other people to be on it with you. Don't
Mm.
just do it all alone or something like that. That's create a community that works. And know that food business is a global industry. It is a place for you to truly impact the lives of people. It is beyond people eating and feeling full. It is beyond that. There is a lot more to it.
Wow.
Yeah.
This this should be worded marveled by Chef Sue. And I think maybe one day you can just have it as a carousel on your page, so and then it's pinned. People will get to see and have like a deep thought, a deeper thought, because it gives a deep sense into the whole craft. And I feel it's not just for those in your industry alone. It spans through every other industry. Self-discipline, consistency, and however you have put it, you've just done justice. I mean, you and Chef Shu really went direct. It's not an easy task to you have to be patient, you have to go, you have to work, you have to put in the
Mm-hmm.
work
Mm-hmm.
and all of that. So this is so thoughtful and insightful. And then I believe people are definitely gonna learn as you have all shared your story. So yeah, we're going to be drawing the curtains of talent talk, and we have a ritual where we you officially greet us. Like we have a way of greeting. So if you were seeing your screen right now, you said I will have the logo and it's giving the H logo. So the H logo really means like this. This is just two hands in the air saying I hail you. So the both of you are going to hail us as the chefs that you are. But it's so sad that you're not hailing us with food and there's no item 7. But maybe next time there will be
Hopefully
an
next time.
chefs here and there's no because the party jollof rice, moi moi, lasagna, yeah. And it's always having grilling
Whatever,
this chicken every time.
whatever it is, whatever it is.
Call me, let's shoot content. I will tell them how tasty the chicken. Why? I
No problem.
don't All right, so
No
you're gonna
problem.
hail us, and it's simple. You just tell us,
We'll do
I
that.
hail you, and I'll hail you back, and we draw the curtains. So if you're ready, both of you on
Okay,
the
let me place my
yeah,
camera, right?
on the count of 3, and then you hail us, and we leave. So are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
I
I
I
hail
hail you.
you.
I hail. Yes. Okay.
That
Yes.
was
So
so fun.
yeah, it was. We have come to the end of today's conversation with Chef Yaks and Chef Ssu's wonderful chefs here in the city of Abuja. And from me and the entire crew, Hailers in Bye bye, and I hope to see you guys.
Bye,
Next.
and bye,
So,
hailers.
bye. Thank
Chef
you.
Yax, bye.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having us
So,
here.